Hello and welcome back to Icebank Gaming's Month of Valentine's. Every hole is a goal spectacular. Today we're playing A Perfect Date. Last episode we tagged a few cats, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the island. Anyways, hope you enjoy. Well, that's disconcerting. I hope that this doesn't turn into, what's the name of that one? Doki Doki Literature Club? I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake up with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear rustling, and there's strange electronic noise. One that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Boop boop boop. The catalog. Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. I look around me, and my fears are confirmed when I catch the sight of a pulsing red light, getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap to action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night. I must be crazy. The words of Professor Popper are ringing in my ears.
I need you to protect it above all else.
My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heart beat heavy throughout my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I try to get my bearings and realize I blunder perilously close to the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of large animals in front of me, before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. ... I open my eyes. The calico I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. What the fuck did that say? I pass out. What is this?
Hello, can you hear me?
Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human. Oh yeah. Yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like a human. Oh, be quiet. Are they alive?
Of course it's alive. It's breathing a missile.
Why isn't it moving? Would you come and give them some space? Move back a little bit. Yes, standing and moving out of the way. Let me have a proper look.
Gosh, it's hard to keep track of all these voices. 5 of them off the bat. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me. As I open my eyes, we stare at each other for a moment while I take in what's happened.
Is this one defective?
Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Ouch, my head. What is it chattering about?
They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright?
You, I remember you took my catalog.
Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's back in your pocket now.
I try to reach in my pocket, but my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow, 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 ow. What's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. Ow, 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 ow. What happened to me?
Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing.
I told you I wasn't ready for that.
What's that? Ready for what?
It's anatomical structure. This anatomical structure is far too delicate.
I tried to slow it down.
Yeah, Floof. You tried restraining a human who's already determined.
It was like... It was like Margaret. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me.
I was like a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain... I show my bleeding hands. Ah, you crawled... Kara. Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name. It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. I am terrible at Irish accents. I could give it a try, but... Yikes, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it properly.
It's inappropriate.
Wait, I crawled? I'm just gonna skip doing the Irish accent. Sure you did. Like a cat.
Yep.
All the way from the mountains? Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why?
Because you got the sickness.
Shh. Oh, maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a little talk. Possibly a long talk. Talk? Yes, that's right. Since when can cats talk?
Oh, for goodness sake. You don't have time. How else do you think we can do it, Kate?
Oh, stop splitting whiskers, Marja. You know full well that the human is saying, I think it's renovation here, Kara. Is that what you think? Is that you can understand us? Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here? Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves, at least not the details of how it works. I think being stood in the forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anyone would want. I agree. The more to the point, we are rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are a scientist after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way of saying this to you, Kara. You'll be catified. I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you just, you don't have a lot of time before. Ahem. If I may. It would seem that we are basing this on our experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say... You're screwed. Alright. You're not helping. Don't make me. Whoa, mountain lion. There'd be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here.
The vulnerability of snooty booties was referring to is, simply put, if you are a bit bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that will ultimately result in a full feline transition.
Catified.
So basically you're telling me I'm a werecat? I look down, and amongst the scratches on my right hand are 2 distinct puncture marks. The reality of the situation descends on me like a cold mist, that none of this makes any sense.
Basically... Yes.
My head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What? I have started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur, everything seems normal. No. I just mean that you look a bit shaky, understandably so. Gosh, my attempts at an Irish accent are starting to change poorly into a terrible English accent. I know that they are not part of the same country. Okay, so why, how, what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Look, we'll answer everything we can, but the truth is we have more questions than answers ourselves. So, you said you need my help, but what exactly does that entail?
Real fun. Well, finding our friends should be a start.
The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising, and we've hit a wall.
A wall of ignorance, maybe. Really, how many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame.
So he's racist, evidently. Muellers?
Now, Flutebutt, there's no need for name-calling.
Speaking of name-calling, I remind you I'm a major, madam.
Look, you can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know?
Overbreeding, if you ask me.
So he's into eugenics. May as well be a Nazi at this point. Again, Muellers. They're elder cats, the island originals, so they can't speak the way that we can, hence the derogatory term Muellers. And how are they to blame exactly?
Well, if I knew that, there would be no need for this elaborate kidnapping. It's hardly bridging the ring that rolling success after all.
Look, Cara, all we really know is we are no longer safe on this island. The elders who live in...
What accent am I even doing at this point?
The elders who live within the danger zone are hostile towards us. I'm not sure why. It's just that always been like that. And now, just because cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either.
I feel like I'm doing a Scottish accent now. I am terrible with accents, but I'll give it a shot. You expect the occasional mishap, but we live in an undomesticated world here after all.
But lately the cats have been disappearing almost every day. Even the last human we catified went missing.
I'm sorry, what? Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles. You gotta take a drink. Yes, onwards and upwards. Well, first things first. This werecat thing.
Catification.
Sorry, I'm mixing up all my accents.
Catification.
Transition.
Whatever. How does it work?
Time passes and then you transform into a cat. Nya. ...
It's a gradual process. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight.
The clock is ticking, however.
The first side effect is the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us.
Not the elders, obviously.
Not the domestics either.
Then you have the whole heightened senses thing. Increased agility,
the crazy body hair and stuff.
Let's not believe that humans all the details just yet.
So when do I get to the cat dating part? So I remember reading this was a dating sim. I assume there's an antidote?
I'm afraid you're gonna be disappointed with that. In that assumption.
Hang on, you said there was someone else who you'd put into this position?
Well, let's just hope you're better bet than they were.
Unfortunately, they were able to discover an antidote and or get your friends back. They weren't able to discover an antidote or get our friends back. We know where the notes are, though.
Really?
Trade?
Huh?
You help us, and I'll give you their progress reports. What do you say, Clara? Will you help us?
Help the kitties or do not help the kitties? I have a feeling do not help the kitties will end this game a lot faster than helping them. Whatever. What's the game without that? Not much of a choice, really, is it?
Afraid not.
Okay, fine. So where do I start? Is there anything you can tell me about what happened to help me track down your missing friends?
Well, no one listen to this sense. Let's start with the mules. Now, if I doesn't end there.
Don't mind him. He's set in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductions take place on your part of the island. Yes, nowhere near the danger zone or the elders.
So I'm gonna guess that the old crazy cat lady probably has them, the one that was peeling potatoes. Well, that doesn't make any sense. But I suppose nothing does around this place. My catalog starts beeping. Oh, my alarm. I have to get to work.
You run along now. We don't want you arousing suspicion with your people.
You can meet with us later.
I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening. Thanks, Carter. You're one in a million.
I imagine the odds are far greater than that, given with your new health status.
Go. And thanks for, all of us.
I can't stop playing until I have successfully dated one cat. This is a cat dating sim after all. I have rules to this event. After a rather painful journey, I am grateful to finally land into camp. I have just enough time to get myself tidied up for work, and I'm about to peel off my filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping. I have a message. I can't tell who from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Popper programmed into it. In fact, there's no contact information at all. Unknown number. Are you sure it is wise to trust anyone? What on earth does this mean? Who is this? There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in. Before I think of a reply, the messages are gone, and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to my lab. I'm 10 minutes late. It definitely gave me a good impression on my first morning.
Hi, Spain. Good to see you. I was beginning to worry you'd oversleep on your first day.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think that traveling and all this excitement of yesterday, I take punctuality very seriously. He cuts across my apology.
Not to worry.
God, I need to get back into his voice.
Not to worry. It's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things as long as you get the work done. I don't mind what hours you keep.
Thank you, sir.
So, shall we get started? My goodness, what on earth has happened to you?
He's looking at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing onto a bush.
Not a secret drinker, are you, Icepin?
Oh no, sir, I'm just a bit of a lightweight, to tell you the truth. Personally, in my real experiences, I'm not a lightweight at all.
Just teasing. We ought to get those hands sorted out, though. They look pretty nasty to me.
He goes to the tall metal cabinet in the corner and takes out a bottle of some cotton wool. He begins cleaning and tending to my hands as he talks.
For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tasks around the lab. Hey, to get the hang of things. But from tomorrow, I'll let you make your own choices and how best to carve your time. Of course, you are primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, try to make the most of your time on the island, since once your work is completed, we'll be saying goodbye. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so don't waste it all in the lab. Naturally, I need your help around here, but I'd also like to get your hands dirty with some field work. Make sure you spend time exploring the island. It's a beautiful place and there's a lot to see. Take the time to get to know all the cats, and a full understanding of their behavior is crucial to our research. There's plenty to see and do. However, you must be careful not to overwork and get a regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now, do we?
I just want to point something out. The cats said that their friends went missing, and it appears that he has 3 cats in his lab. I have a feeling that that's where the cats went. I'll try to get the balance right.
That's the spirit. As you are, then.
He's done a first-class job on my wounds. They aren't bothering me nearly as much. I spend the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know how various pieces of equipment work in the lab, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties of performing routinely. Is there any way I could pause this music? Jesus Christ. This music is loud as hell. I have music turned down to less than half as well. Whatever. By the end of the day, I am exhausted. I make my way to the tent. I'm about to flop down on my bed when I see a package poking out from underneath it. It's the reports that Kibbles promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely just made a start on producing an antidote. I'm gutted and worried. What if I can't do any better? What if I just turn into a cat? I decide that's not an option, and resolve to go on my own research into it tomorrow. My instincts tell me that the cats would be a good starting point. I have a feeling that they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can't get them to open up a bit. I'm sure that there's more. I'm sure I'll make more progress if I focus on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-on-one sharing will prove fruitful. It's a small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I barely even managed to write down in my journal before I fall asleep. First morning of waking up on the island, I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into the lab research, or maybe it would be wise to start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself? Perhaps a good starting point would be to get to know the cats a little better one-on-one basis. Well, it's between the Irish one and the friendly female one, because the others don't make any real sense. There's a romance meter. I hope that 5 is not anything that would be terms of service breaking. Yikes. Hey there. Thanks for watching Icebeam Gaming's Month of Valentine's Every Hole is a Goal Spectacular. Today, we got Catified. Tomorrow, we're gonna go on a date. Anyways.
Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.